I see on here we have section 10.52, the contractor storage yards is here. Is there a plan to have a meeting on those yards coming up? John.
If I might, Mr. Chairman, so the regulations committee did discuss contractor storage yards, which was, you may recall, something that we had tried to change in the regulations about 4 years ago. Approved the changes, but then it was overturned on appeal, basically a procedural appeal, and so those regulations never took effect. The regulations committee took another look at those. We still have the proposed markup of how the commission wanted contractor storage yards to be modified in terms of regulation. Obviously not to the level that we have been talking about with Alan that would require an ordinance, but tweaks to the existing zoning regulation that if the commission was interested, I believe the regulations committee was looking to forward it to a public hearing to actually approve it correctly from a procedural standpoint. And Adam, you can correct me if I'm wrong about that.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead, Alan.
Yeah, I think we agreed that we would have a discussion regarding what we'd like to do at this meeting. But I don't know that anybody's prepared to have that discussion. We were going to bring it back to the committee to discuss a strategy.
Okay, well, I think it makes sense to have it as a, for the regulations committee, if you feel it needs to go back to them one more time, that's fine, but to bring it forward as a amendment to the regulations, particularly since it was basically failed due to procedure, not due to content. So whether the people here tonight want to simply promote this document to an AR status tonight and schedule it for public hearing, or if you would like to take time and bring it back next month. Personally, I would like to take time to reread it and bring it onto the agenda officially next month. But I would certainly do whatever the majority wants.
And I would just note it's also in the proposed regulation as approved, unsuccessfully last time, is in the OneDrive share folder also right now.
Minor modifications to it could be made in the course of the public hearing process. I think a lot depends upon exactly, whether the reservations that people have are of a nature that, could simply be modified there, once they were brought forth in the public hearing, or whether it's a more extensive rewrite that would be necessary.
What do you think, Adam?
It was passed once and it didn't fail. It was on the books for what, a year and a half, and then it was repealed. Again, like everything else, it's not perfect, but it's better than what we have. And I'm tired of kicking the can on all these things where we strive for perfection, but we never get there, so we never change the regulations. I think I agree with Ellen where it's probably good enough to go to a public hearing, and let's see if anybody takes exception with anything. We can always change it.
Thank you. Any other comments?
I'll agree with that. I think we need to move it to the public hearing and go from there.
Ed?
Chairman, I agree I concur with everybody else and Adam. And John was right. It was more procedural than anything else. I mean, there's not much more you can add to what we did in the for the public, the contractor storage. I mean, you mull it over in your head, and we tried to appease everybody, and because of one person, it just it escalated, and then we had people fighting it. So, but I think Adam is right. I mean, I think it's ready to. We just touch up on it, make sure everything, all our letters are, T's are crossed and the I's are dotted, and let it go to public hearing.
Okay, what I'm hearing then is a consensus, or at least the majority of people would like to bring this to the August 3rd public hearing. Can I get a motion to do that?
Okay. I'll just comment. Oh, I'm sorry.
So moved. I'll second it.
Okay, so that was Walter and Ahmad.
Okay, I'll just comment that I did have specific reservations about it, but that I'll go through the text, and I could certainly bring them up in the public hearing.
Okay, thank you. Any other discussion? Okay. With that, I would like Lisa to do a roll call vote on that, on bringing this to a public hearing on August 3rd.
Okay. All right, let's see. Ellen Dahlgren,
I'll vote yes. Aye.
Eddie Alvarino,
I vote yes.
Bill Clark,
Aye.
Martin Jeffries,
Aye.
Alan Davids,
Aye.
Mike Knudsen,
Aye.
Adam Moore,
Aye.
Amandeep Singh.
Aye.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. So that'll be on our 29. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Drive safe, Mike.